Also, tonight, the left in the United States, well, they can say whatever they want because they are the left. It's very similar to this country, but as you know, where America goes, we go. Have a look at this for one of the most over-the-top, ridiculous things that a Democrat politician said on television, and nobody stopped him.
You have told your son to not drive in Texas.
Well, the governor put out the call, and he said that he was going to round us up and corral us up and bring us back. My son drives my car, which has state plates, and I just don't want some rogue cop or some fanatic of the Republican Party that listens to Governor Abbott as they say they need to bring us back because we're fugitives. And so I've had to say that to my son.
What? These are one of these idiots who decided to leave Texas so they couldn't change their voter rules for photo ID to be required before you could get a postal ballot or when you vote in person. You know, the same standard of ID that's required to pick up baseball tickets in the United States. He's currently hiding out in Washington, where some of his fellow Democrats who decided to flee so they can't get a quorum, can't get a basic number of members in order to qualify for the parliament to start working, well, they all jumped on a private jet and started giving COVID to each other. But perhaps the roll gold idiot who is desperate to help CNN, and that means you've got to say Orange Man bad as many times as you can to try and bring back their ratings. A bloke who, yes, did phenomenal journalism when it came to Richard Nixon and Watergate, but has absolutely embarrassed himself on all things Trump. Here's the latest set himself on fire moment.
When we were talking about Trump, I think we need to calmly step back and maybe look at Trump in a different context. He is our own American war criminal.
War criminal. The guy who didn't want to go to war. The guy who pulled troops out. The guy who held back every time the military-industrial complex tried to get him to start a war. Oh, yeah, he's the war criminal.